Deeper Tales of the Valley. Deeper Tales of the Valley, the vulture and the hummingbird. A pristine hummingbird, shimmering with emerald feathers, hovered over a garden. She drank only the freshest nectar from the wildest orchids. One day, she saw a ragged vulture landing on the carcass of a wolf in the dust. The hummingbird flew down, wrinkling her beak. "Brother vulture," she chirped, "how can you bear to touch such filth? I drink only the essence of flowers. You eat the dead. Surely you are cursed and impure." The vulture raised his bald, dusty head. His eyes burned with a strange, fierce fire. "Little sister," he rasped, "you do not understand the great alchemy." "What alchemy?" asked the hummingbird. "You seek beauty where it is already beautiful," said the vulture. "That is easy, but I take the rot, the stench, and the death of this world into my own belly, and inside me. The fire of life burns so hot that it turns this dead meat into the strength of my wings. I turn death into flight. I turn the impure into the sky." The hummingbird watched in silence as the vulture spread his massive wings and ascended, disappearing into the blinding sun where she could not follow. Moral: the true yogi does not avoid the poison of the world. He swallows it to fuel his own fire. The mirror and the painted face. A beautiful queen stood before a tall glass mirror. She admired her reflection, the jewels, the silk, the kohl around her eyes. "O mirror," the queen said, "how lucky you are to hold my image. Without me you would be empty and silver and cold. I give you life." The mirror did not speak immediately. It waited for the queen to leave. When the room was dark and empty, the mirror whispered to the silence, "Poor queen, she thinks she is the one standing on the rug. She does not know that she is the reflection, and I am the awareness that dreams her. She checks her face in me to prove she exists. If I did not see her, she would vanish like smoke." The mirror smiled in the dark. Knowing that the entire palace, the kingdom, and the queen herself were all playing on its smooth, silver surface. Moral: the world is not outside you. It is a reflection appearing within the mirror of your own awareness. The river and the ice dam. A mountain river flowed happily toward the sea. One winter, a massive slide of rocks and ice blocked its path. The river hit the wall and stopped. "Disaster!" cried the river. "My flow is gone, my purpose is ruined, I am stuck here stagnant and useless." The river pushed and swirled, but the wall held firm. Days passed. The water rose. It filled the valley. It grew deep, dark, and incredibly heavy. The pressure built until the mountain itself began to groan. "Why is this happening?" wept the river. The ice dam spoke. "I am not stopping you, brother. I am teaching you to gather your strength. As a stream, you were noisy and shallow. But now, wait for it, crack. With the weight of 1 billion tons behind it, the river smashed through the dam. It didn't just flow, it roared. It carved a new canyon through the stone, moving with a force it had never known before." Moral: the blockage in your life is not a mistake. It is the pressure chamber required to turn a stream into a torrent. The silent bell in a great temple. There hung a massive iron bell. It was famous for its deep, resonant tone that could be heard for miles. People traveled from far away to strike it and hear the sound of God. One day, a deaf sage entered the temple. He sat under the bell but did not strike it. He sat there for 3 days and 3 nights, smiling radiantly. The high priest approached him. "Sir, why do you sit here? You cannot hear the music. You must strike the bell to receive the blessing." The sage opened his eyes. "The striking is the death of the music," he signed. "When you strike the metal, you create a noise that fades. I am listening to the sound the bell makes before it is struck. That hum is eternal. It holds all the songs that have ever been played and all the songs that will ever be played. Why would I trade the infinite hum for a single clang?" Moral: the spoken word is the corpse of the idea. Listen to the silence where the thought is born. The traveler and the horizon. A traveler spent his entire life walking toward the horizon. "It is beautiful there," he told himself. "The sky meets the earth, the gold meets the green, When I reach that line, I will rest. He walked through deserts, climbed peaks, and crossed oceans, but for every mile he walked, the horizon moved a mile away. He grew old, his skin weathered, his legs weak. Finally, he collapsed in a grassy field, weeping. "I have failed," he whispered to the ground. "I chased the line of heaven, but I never reached it." The ground beneath him shook with laughter. "You foolish man," said the earth, "look at where you are lying. You are on the horizon of the man who lives 10 miles behind you. To him, you are already standing in the golden land." The traveler looked back. He looked forward. He realized that the place where the earth meets the sky is not a destination. It is the condition of standing up. Moral: do not seek the supreme state. You are already the ground that others are looking for. Aye, aye, lies.